Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna make plantain flatbreads or plantain chips. This is just an idea I saw on Instagram, so I want to try to recreate it. The general gist of this is to cut down eating so much bread. And so bread has a lot of fillers, a lot of carbohydrates. Although this is a very high carbohydrate food, it is high in potassium, vitamin C, B6. It is, it's got a little bit of iron in it, magnesium. Like, it has a lot of nutrients that you need, vitamins, a couple of minerals like iron, magnesium that you need in your daily diet. Now, again, it's a very high carb fruit, especially the more ripe they get, the more sugar content builds up in them. So if you are somebody who's watching your carbohydrate intake, for my diabetics, for my pre-diabetics, everybody who is trying to watch their weight and sugar content, you do want to go lightly on these. But it is an alternative to just eating bread with your meals. It's also a good snack dessert option. So for those of you who don't know how to peel plantains, or who are not familiar with plantains, you just chop off the top and then make a slit down the side, down the other side. They're like bananas, but with like a thicker peel, harder to peel, especially if they're not really ripe. The peel kind of sticks to them if they're not really ripe, really ready yet. So I'm just gonna peel this one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend them up. And we're gonna try to make a liquid smoothie type consistency and see how it goes. So the reason why this idea kind of came about, and it's not an original idea because I discovered all kinds of recipes on Instagram. So what I'm gonna do is make this very simple. I'm just gonna add some sea salt, probably some olive oil or coconut oil, just to give us more of a smoothie type consistency. And then I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 350. My oven is on at 350 preheating already. So we are going to blend this up and let's get to it. Now remember, y'all, I don't have the funds to hire a whole tech team. So I'm doing this because I really don't have time to edit and do all that stuff. So I'm really doing this like real time so you guys can see the progress, right? See the progress. All right. And this is a first time recipe, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, oh, and by the way, this is our new Ninja. I just got it last night. My son accidentally broke the container to our old Ninja, which was working just fine. But as y'all know, they don't sell just the canisters to these things. So we got a new one, and it comes with like a food processor, canister, and attachment. It comes with the regular blender attachment, and then the cup, the little mini cup to make smoothies. So pretty happy with it. So this is actually first time I'm using it. So let's check it out and see how it goes. All right, so I'm probably just gonna put maybe 3 plantains in to start us off. See what kind of situation we get. See if we can get the situation situating here. All right, and now I think I'm gonna use coconut oil, because coconut oil gives it and keeps it with that sort of tropical flavor. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend this up. we'll see what it looks like blended up. All right. So I'm gonna do smoothie. Excuse the noise. Oh. Hold on. Okay, so it cuts off. Oh, okay. That's neat, y'all. Look at that.
Okay, family, so here, if I act like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. This is my first time using this new Ninja, so clearly I'm too excited about this and I need to get out.
So I'm gonna stop it, and what I'm doing right now, the reason why I'm gonna add the coconut oil is because when I put it in the oven, I spread it out in the oven on the pan, I want to have some oil to keep it from sticking to the pan and the situation, right? So I'm just gonna eyeball some coconut oil here. That's probably maybe a 1/4 cup. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I haven't been so good with telling you guys the exact measurements. So let's blend it up again.
Guys, I was in a big hurry, didn't read the directions, hence the difficulty.
But as you can see, our plantains are nice and blended. Now, the one thing that I didn't do is add sea salt. So I'm just gonna add some into my mixture here. And now that I'm thinking about it, it may be a better idea to sprinkle it on after. So family, this idea kind of came about because I love to eat bread, but I seem to have bread and carbs. I love them. Number one, when you get to a certain age as a woman, it's no good for your body. Your body starts filling out in places that you're just not familiar with. So that's the first thing. Number two is carbs are not, they don't like me. I get sleepy, I get tired, you know, uncontrollably sleepy if I'm eating a bunch of bread, you know, drinking wine, pasta, anything that is a carbohydrate rich food, bread, cookies, cakes, pasta, rice, alcohol, anything like that that is baked or that is made with kind of like a dough based ingredient, my body hates it. I get sleepy, I get fatigued, I get tired. It's like a hangover. I can't deal with it in the middle of the day, driving, falling asleep at the wheel. It's just horrible. So I get cravings for something with that sort of texture, crunchy sweet, or crunchy chewy. So these are gonna be a welcome alternative. We're gonna see how they taste. A welcome alternative to bread and, you know, potato chips and things like that. And we'll see how they taste. The avocado chips that I made actually came out pretty good. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to get our pan with parchment paper. I already have it ready here. And then we're gonna spread our dough, our batter, out onto the parchment paper. Now, what this gonna turn out to be? Is it gonna be too lumpy? Do I need to make it chunkier? I don't know. I might need to make it chunkier. we'll see. This is the first run. Learning how to cook and eat relatively healthy is a you know, it's a learning challenge. You got a learning curve for how to do things. So what I'm gonna do is just take these and spread them out like little cookies. And if you've never had the oven to bake them, the flavor is the consistent. It's like watch for the edges. The taste is between a sweet potato and a banana. It's really good. And then you can season them up with, I'm telling you, cinnamon, ladies, nutmeg. You can make them spicy. You can do whatever. The island people know what they're doing with this kind of stuff. My ladies who are not diabetic. So now I'm gonna put these in the oven. But you are looking at 350, and then for alternatives to bread, and you just like crunch. Okay, guys. So this is the finished product. Now I have to admit, I got caught up scrolling. And I let them bake a little bit too long. So I ended up turning them up to 400. I had them in there for more like 25 minutes instead of 20 minutes. So this is how they turned out. So they're nice and soft and they kind of have a doughy consistency, but they're still foldable. So, you know, you could put like a little something in here, dip it in some salsa, guacamole. You know, guacamole is one of my favorites. So that's how it looks. Tastes really good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna add more plantains to my mixture to make the consistency a little bit thicker. And then we're gonna come back and see how it turns out. But this is really good, y'all. It doesn't look so pretty, but that's okay. It's good though, it's not burnt, just a little brown. But this is really good. And all I did was put sea salt and coconut oil. Wow. All right, y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, family, so this is the end result. So on the bottom, they brown a lot quicker. So maybe 15 to 20 minutes. But the final result is a soft little tortilla. And you can make them bigger in a bigger pan. But plantain tortilla, plantain chips, dip it, make a little dessert snack, put some cinnamon on it, dip it in some salsa, you know, sprinkle, make some little hors d'oeuvres with it if you're having a little party. You know, people think you're really fancy. I'm gonna play with the times in the oven a little bit more so it doesn't get so brown on the bottom. But this is the end result. They're kind of soft and almost like little sweet potato flatbreads. But there's no flour in this. It's just 2 ingredients: plantains, olive oil, well, sea salt, olive oil, plantains, blend it up, spread on the wax paper, put in the oven, bake 15-20 minutes, 375. I did reduce the heat to 375, and that's it. So give me a like, comment, follow me, subscribe, check me out for the next video. Also check me out on @LoveMyMe1 on Instagram, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.